So, yes, Dr. Salik, what do you think about do you suggest that young people should go to Canada and see the world?
Canada is a more attractive and ideal destination for young people, because young people, when they go to Canada, they can adjust themselves, they can adopt themselves, and they have the capability to adopt themselves to the new cultures, as compared to people who are in their 30s or 40s. So it becomes difficult for such people to adjust in a new country. But young people, definitely they have good opportunities, and the government is particularly now focused on young people, particularly the students. Their current plan is to accept more students, train them in Canada, so that they can become good Canadians in the future.
What is the good profession? Because as a young person, I was 20 years old, I traveled to England. So what do you think about the young people? What is, because they were desperate to make money, they got too much needs, blah blah blah, they want to do so many things. So what do you suggest, as you are a very good career counselor? So what do you suggest as a young person? What profession you tell him, okay, go in that and you will be good?
No, I don't tell them to go in for any profession. I tell them what do you want. If you want to do even a minor thing, but if you become expert in that, you will be master in that, and you will be able to make good bread and butter in that. It wholly depends on your choice, what you want to do and what you want to study and what you want to practice. Like, I started my career as a lecturer. I studied biology in masters. I started career as a lecturer, and from lecturer to career counselor, and now I enjoy my work as an immigration professional. I had
so
never thought, and I love my profession.
Yeah.
I love my profession.
Every day.
Yeah.
You happy?
I'm happy with my profession. Yes.
Sleep.
Yes.
No regrets.
No regrets.
That's right.
This is what I love. I have passion for the immigration profession. So my nature brought me to this profession, and this is what I love.
Because Mr. Salik, when I see your face, believe me, I feel a very calm man. You know, like a yoga person who do a lot of yoga, and a very relaxed person. So what do you say about that? How do you feel? Your impression so relaxed?
Like, I keep my head cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And
because it's
this is the confidence which has been built in this whole my professional career. I wasn't so confident in the beginning, but definitely, yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm in Canada, I'm enjoying my reputation. I did hard work, definitely. You must say, I started my professional career from the scratch. I started my business from the scratch, and today I have 6 offices. So this is, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, prayers of my mother, and my hard work, definitely. It's a combination, basically.
And what do you think about the doctors and the engineers and these so-called big professions? The people.
Definitely, these are competitive professions there in Canada. Doctors, definitely, there is demand for doctors there, but unfortunately, doctors have to undergo and pass through a very hectic and very rigorous training, exams and training, and after that they become doctors. There are so many doctors. My family doctor is a Pakistani doctor from Karachi, and there are so many doctors from Pakistan, but they did their licensing in Canada in their young age. Canada is a country where the employer doesn't accept or doesn't want to accept people who are in their late 30s or 40s.
Okay.
That is, if people go to Canada in their late 30s or 40s, it becomes difficult for them to find a job. Ultimately, they have to either they say we couldn't find a job, there are no jobs in Canada, or they resort to a business. So the employment law is so tough in Canada that because of which employers are hesitant in hiring people, and they only hire people who have full skill and they can do the work and they are fully trained for that. You get opportunities there in Canada. There are opportunities. The government trains the people, the new immigrants. There's a huge funding basically for the new immigrants. Whenever a new immigrant comes to Canada, they get training at the settlement. There are settlement organizations funded by the government. So in the settlement organizations, there are career counselors available there. They help people how to draft a CV. They help people how to appear in the interview. I myself went a lot of such training for about 6 months. And after that, I got a very good idea about, although I was not doing those from the job perspective, but from a learning perspective. Because I'm a career counselor, that's why I wanted to learn the things from of that society. And because of that, I was chosen as a mentor by the Toronto Toronto Region Immigrant Employment Council.
Okay.
I'm a mentor for new immigrants
Right.
to help them how to settle down. I was chosen for that because of my skills. So the government puts in a lot of money so that people can get into the job market. They help people, they train people in their respective trades,
Exactly.
and after that, after the training, they get the internship opportunity. I would quote like my wife. She did a training, 6 weeks training, and then she got an internship in a bank. So she was out of the whole batch, only two students they were selected by the bank. Bank offered them paid training for 6 months, 6 weeks, and after 6 weeks their job was permanent.
Excellent.
This is the pathway.
Pathway.
Don't expect that you will
There's
land
no
in Canada
shortcut.
and you will get a very high profile job. No, you have to undergo training. You have to undergo the co-op program. The co-op is cooperative or internship program.
Okay.
And during that internship program, the employer judges you how good you are. What is your attitude? Are you flexible or not?
All right.
There are a lot of things. This is called soft skills in Canada.
Okay.
If you have soft skills and you are adopted to Canada, then the employer will pick you and you can work in Canada.
Because I see the Canadian people, they are very soft in talk.
Exactly.
They're not harsh,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, and like
They're law-abiding.
law.
Like here, I see very common that people they cross the red light.
Okay.
There in Canada, on the squares, there are no lights, but there is a sign always stop. Everybody who comes in the square stops, dead stop, 0 speed, and whosoever arrives first in the square, he moves first. So this is the thing. No one is there, no policeman is there, no camera is there, but they follow that law. They stop the car, dead stop, and they see if the other person has come first, then he will go first. I will go second. Whosoever comes first, he will go. And this is very common practice. This is the following the law. This you don't find this that thing here.
And Mr. Salik, what do you think about a child who is born in Canada and the other is brother or sister? They born in Pakistan, and you know, like my family, majority of the family, the kids, they born in Pakistan and then they born in England. The two different people, they think differently. Why do you think so? What is
Because of the grooming, because of the education system. In Pakistan, the education system is still followed by the old system introduced by Lord Macaulay in 1852. That system Britishers introduced so that they have babus. They needed babus at that time. That's why they introduced the education system.
All right. Okay.
So this same system is being followed.
Okay.
Okay, they are creating babus. Although now some private schools they are emerging and they are making some people, educated people. In Canada, I must say they are producing leaders. Leaders. Like I will give you an example. My younger daughter, she started her schooling there from kindergarten.
Okay.
So normally in Pakistan, when the child goes to school on the first day, he or she start ABC 1 2 3 or alphabet. There, on the first day, she was taught how to write her name. She was not aware of ABC, but she was taught how to write her name.
First lesson.
First lesson, how to write your name. Presentation. Presentation. You can here people of master degree programs, MBAs, they can't stand in front of a group. There, the children are trained in presentation. Right from the first day in the school.
Practical education.
Yes. They become leaders. So from that thing, when a person can present himself, they become leaders.
And Mr. Salik, back in the days, too many people they travel for research because Canada is still a first in the world for research.
Yeah, there's a lot of research.
You know, in all the sectors.
Yeah.
The research is high class.
Yeah.
So now I don't think so. Could you please update me on the research?
No, research
How
is
many
still Pakistanis, they do
traveling?
go there, but I've seen so many Pakistanis in my contact, my clients even, they are research associates, they are doing their PhDs like that.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, the standard of Pakistani students is not that high. The research standard in Pakistani universities is not so high. That is why they are not picked, offered admission. They can't get admission in that such a competitive environment.
So do you think that, what do you think about the Pakistani government? What they should do with you to, because the human labor, as you are specialized in human capital, moving here and there. So what policy you think you can suggest to the government by this interview, so the mass audience gonna listen? What kind of policy you suggest?
Focus on education system. If they have a purpose-built education system, only then this country can succeed.
And what do you mean by purpose built?
Purpose built, that what is the purpose of our education?
Okay.
Are we producing babus? Are we producing ordinary men, or are we producing leaders?
Okay.
So this should be the objective.
As you
Government
know,
should have a plan.
yes, Mr. Salik, as you know, that China is the biggest. Hopefully, in 5-6 years, that's going to be the biggest economy in the world.
Yeah.
After America. And what do you think? Is the China has got an influence on Canada as well? Are the industries shutting down?
China, no, not economically, but definitely Chinese people, they are moving to Canada.
Okay.
China is one of the leading countries from where people are coming to Canada. There was a consultant in China. He brought 2,200 investor applications, and each application is of this much pile. This is one application, and 100 such applications. He chartered a plane. He took the application from China to Canada. 2,200 investor applications. So China is one of the leading source countries. People from China, they are coming to Canada.
And do you think about the consumer goods? Are they being manufactured by China in Canada?
Yeah, a lot of things. They are Chinese as well. Okay. They are from different countries, from Bangladesh, from India.
Not from Pakistan.
They are from Pakistan as well.
And what about the food? Pakistani is exporting?
Yes, a lot of Pakistani. Every kind of food which is available in the general store here, they are available there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mr. Salik, what do you think about the Canadians? How the Canada people, they can come here and do businesses, or what do you think? Why don't these guys come here? And
like I am a Canadian. I have done my investment here.
Okay.
I have opened an office.
Of course.
My investment. So I have come here and I have done my investment and I have started my business here. So yes, Canadians, they do come, but if there are some lucrative projects, I mean then.
And do you think in future, what is the future you expect? Because what do you think about accounting point of view? What do you think the world gonna be like on a globe now? We're living on an internet. People can see everything. They can communicate with WhatsApp and so many gadgets. So what do you think about the future? Is this immigration business going to be on?
Yes, because there are different factors. West has a limited population. Like Canada has its population, most of its population is aging population. 30% up to 30% population in most of the provinces is already retired population, over 65.
Okay.
Another 30% of the Canadian population is between 55 to 65. They are about to retire.
Alright.
So about 2/3 of the population is going to be out of the workforce, or it's already out of, or going to be out of. So in order to fulfill that gap, they are inviting more people. Recently, in their annual immigration plan, last month, Minister of Immigration announced that Canada is going to accept 1 million people in next 3 years.
Alright, would you please explain this news, because this is a breaking news?
Yeah, this is definitely the Minister of Immigration introduced in his There's an annual immigration plan, making immigration report basically, which is by law submitted in the first week of November.
So approximately 1 million people gonna get
1
immigration.
million people will get permanent residence of Canada in next 3 years. So this shows that Canada is accepting more people than before. Previously, it used to be around 2.5 lakhs per year,
Okay.
which is one. Normally, the immigration targets are 1% of the total population.
That is the formula.
Yeah, that is the formula. 1%. Previously, in last several years, it used to be about 2.5 lakhs.
And what about the Pakistani figures? Have you got in your hand anything?
I,
How
I
many?
don't have any figure at the moment from Pakistan, but Pakistani people, there's no exact number of Pakistani people, but
Is the students are more than the economic migration, or the economic migration is more
economic
than?
is I don't have exact figures,
Okay.
but students might be more, but economic skill immigration is definitely,
Skilled immigration.
yeah, economic immigration. Yes.
And I'm going to ask you some political questions now, if you don't mind. That recently, from the borders, from America, people who have been refused, they are traveling to Canada.
Yeah.
And Canadian people are there very good, they are welcoming them.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they said that we're not going to give you any guarantee that you will get.
That is always, this is the standard statement in Canada. They cannot give any guarantee because they have the applicants, they have to go through a process. They have to submit an application and they have to satisfy the officer that they fulfill the criteria, the criteria of an asylum or the refugee category. So when they are welcome, Canadian asylum law is very flexible. Refugee and asylum law is very flexible. Whosoever has a genuine claim, they are given permanent residence of Canada.
All right. And Mr. Salik, what do you think about the current situation of the Canada political? Can you update on that?
Canada is stable economy, stable politically. There are elections every 4 years.
And there is no issues, no problems.
No problems.
Okay.
Like here.
Yeah, of course.
There are no problems like here. Yeah, it is a stable
And
economy.
investment growth is good for the investors. They can multiply their money quickly.
Definitely.
Okay. And it's no problem. You can take your investment over there.
Yes, yes, we are promoting business immigration from Pakistan to Canada. We are helping people who are entrepreneur here or who have money and management experience to come to Canada, because there are a lot of programs for entrepreneurs to come to Canada and start their businesses there. Because Canada offers a lot of opportunities and Canada gives permanent residence to those people if they have established their business.
I've got a very funny question with you.
Sure.
One question. That your name is Euro Consultants.
Yeah.
All right. And you are doing.
Yeah, this is actually when I started my business in 2002, we coined the name Euro Consultants. We had a plan that we would be promoting Europe, because those days Euro currency, it was a new currency in 2002-3, and there was more scope of Europe. After I moved to Canada, I retained the same name because I had a long history of 10 years, so I didn't want to change my name, my business name. So that is why I retained the same Euro Consultants.
And are you, in future, you're gonna think that you're gonna do the consultancy for Europe as well?
No.
Not interested?
No, not Europe. I'm more focused on Canada.
On Canada.
On Canada.
And do you think you're gonna go to South Asian more countries like Bangladesh, like different countries, India, and all these?
I do have clients, international clients.
Yes.
Pakistan, Pakistan is my country. I do get clients from Pakistan. I have offices in Pakistan. But due to the social media, you would have browsed me. I'm present on social media as well.
Yes.
So people from India, from Bangladesh, from other countries,
Sri Lanka, and all
yes,
these
they contact me, and I have a lot of successful clients from all over the world. I have clients from South America. I have clients from Australia, from Europe, from UK, from Asia.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And we are very thankful to you
Thank you
as a
very much.
Pakistani national that you contributing a lot to this country, and any message you want to give to the politicians, they can do anything for you, which you feel that it should be done. We give the message to them.
Yeah, like being a Pakistani, I have remained in the system. I was a student here. I was born here. I studied here. I made my career here. So the main deficiency which I found is the education system. I request all the politicians, the policy makers to focus on the education system, make a policy for this country so that the coming generations they can get benefit of this. Once the education is strong, definitely Pakistan is going to be good.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.